Hi everyone. Roughly a year ago, there was an article that appeared in the Wall Street Journal, and this article explained how some advertisements on YouTube had appeared on channels which were promoting hate speech and uh, channels that were saying the N-word and right-wing Nazi channels. And as a result, the media went nuts over it and said, "How dare YouTube allow this to happen?" And YouTube took steps to stop ads appearing on these channels. However, in what they did with this algorithm, it basically wiped out the income of many independent media outlets, such as Secular Talk and Humanist Report, and many other independent news channels on YouTube. Now, this is what became adpocalypse. It all started with an article in the Wall Street Journal, and there have been several articles since attacking YouTube by the media, the cable news, and the print media. Now, it's disingenuous of them to do this reporting. Let me explain why. It's because my audience, for instance, on my channel, which has only been going since February, I know it's like I've been around for a while, but it's only been going 3 months. But the average age of my viewer is 35. Now that is absolutely smack bang in the middle of the target audience for companies like CNN and MSNBC and the print media. However, CNN's average audience is 68 years old. So we've got the audience that they want. Independent media on YouTube have got the audience they want. And I did a video, I'll leave a link up here, recently of how they attacked Jimmy Dore and called him an extreme left-wing channel that promotes conspiracy theories. And it's obvious what they're doing. They've been attacking the revenue of independent media because more and more people are starting to realise that the mainstream and corporate media and the establishment media are lying to them. So they're going and they're trying to find different sources of information that they trust. And I think it's one of the reasons why my channel has picked up like nearly 4,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time, because I try and tell the truth and give all the facts, both sides of things, so people can be informed on it. So these independent media channels lost their revenue, and they said, right, okay, well, we obviously want to keep doing this. So they went to the audience, as I do at the end of every video. I'll ask for a contribution, because I don't make any money from YouTube whatsoever. As a result of adpocalypse, they changed their rules, YouTube did, and now every channel has to go through a strict vetting process, and it takes months. Some people have been waiting since November to get their channels monetized, and they've got millions of subscribers now. And the last I heard was it's not going to be in June until my channel is monetized. So we went to the audience, independent media went to the audience, and we got the audience basically filled in the void. And it allowed independent media channels to carry on. And another way that independent media channels like mine tried to fill the gap from the revenue that they lost is from Superchat contributions. They'll go live and you can give a Superchat contribution and maybe give a message or ask a question or something like that. And that helps as well. Well, not content with cutting the legs off from the advertising money from channels like mine on YouTube, the media are now going after the Super Chat money. This article in The Hill from today: YouTube's paid comment feature being used to promote hate speech. Report. A paid comment system on YouTube has been co-opted by white nationalists and members of the alt-right as a way to get around the site's complex monetization policies. BuzzFeed News reports that white nationalists such as Christopher Cantwell and others have utilised super chats on their channels and live streams. That service allows viewers to spend money to have their remarks highlighted by YouTube software while simultaneously donating to the channel. YouTube itself takes a cut of those donations, which total to just over $4,000 on 2 recent videos starring white nationalists Richard Spencer and Mike Enoch, according to BuzzFeed analysis. The comments submitted by viewers of the streams, like the broadcasters themselves, are often racist or anti-Semitic. YouTube told BuzzFeed in a statement that the site, which does not find the alt-right broadcasters to fall under the umbrella of hate speech, is re-examining the Superchat system because the comments are often used to publicise shocking or vulgar remarks. So YouTube have already said they're re-examining the system. They're going to stop it. I can see it coming. This is the article from today in The Hill, and it was published, I think, within the last 24 hours on BuzzFeed. And that's where it came from. BuzzFeed, it was where the story originated from. And I can put good money down right now that every other mainstream media outlet is going to pick this story up and run with it like an Olympic sprinter. Because they're doing everything they can to kneecap channels like mine and to stop us actually continuing to give you the truth by cutting off the funding and not making it worth our while. Not even allowing us to pay rent and light and heat and that sort of thing. Just take a look at how much money I get each month on Patreon. That is all I get. That's it. I have to fill the void by doing other work on the side other than this channel. That's how much it's crippled me. If I was actually monetized on YouTube, I could put out 4 or 5 videos a day. I could do it full time. But they've stopped me doing it. The article goes on. Hateful content that promotes violence has no place on YouTube. We carefully reviewed the live streams that were provided by BuzzFeed and found that the content does not meet our threshold for hate speech. However, we found that the comments shared in Superchat do, a spokesman told BuzzFeed. Superchat is a relatively new feature. It's a small but growing source of revenue for some creators, and we are re-examining our policies in light of these edge cases. Earlier in May, web hosting service GoDaddy said it would give Spencer, a well-known white nationalist, 48 hours to move his website from the company's platform to another site. In instances where a site goes beyond the mere exercise of these freedoms, however, and crosses over to promoting, encouraging, or otherwise engaging in specific acts of violence against any person, we will take action. That's what GoDaddy said about Richard Spencer. So you can see there the damage is done. They've got their wish. YouTube are going to re-examine this super chat feature. I don't even have a super chat feature. I'm not even, because my channel is not monetized. I can't go live and offer a super chat feature. Basically why I don't do it. It's why I record all my videos. Although I am thinking about maybe doing a regular weekly spot each week. I'm thinking maybe on a Sunday for an hour and just do a recap of the week. I don't know. What do you think about that? I'm seriously thinking about starting it this week because it's really pissing me off the way they're coming down on independent news like this, and they're doing it disingenuously. They're doing it because they want the audience that they've lost to us. Here's the BuzzFeed News article, how YouTube's super chat system is pushing video creators towards more extreme content. How is the super chat system pushing video creators towards more extreme content? These are isolated instances. There are 1 billion hours of video uploaded to YouTube every single day. How are they meant to police 100% of it? 99.99% of all the videos uploaded are okay. They don't mention this in any of the articles though. It's just that some things slip through the cracks. And because some things have slipped through the cracks and the media have jumped on it, it all started with the Wall Street Journal last year, everybody gets penalised. During one live stream, someone using the screen name National Socialist spent $100 to display the message "White Pride Worldwide." How is that hate speech? In late April, the white nationalist Christopher Cantwell, known as the Crying Nazi, made an appearance on a YouTube channel run by Andy Warski that boasts nearly 275,000 subscribers. Cantwell was there to talk about how he would build a whites-only country within the United States. At one point during the live stream, a user with the screen name Hitler Did Everything Right spent $5, wow, $5, using YouTube's paid commenting system known as Super Chats to ask Cantwell a question. They wanted to know how a hypothetical white ethno-state would deal with undocumented immigrants. Campbell said anyone crossing the border illegally would have a fucking wood chipper waiting for them. That's just a rhetoric. It's not a nice thing to say, but it's just a rhetoric. The 2-hour live broadcast saw dozens of other super chats, with one person spending $500. Prominent far-right and white nationalist figures have for months been helping YouTube channels earn thousands of dollars thanks to frequently racist commentators who pay for the opportunity to make their voices heard. BuzzFeed News tallied the super chat amounts from the 2 recent videos featuring white nationalist Richard Spencer and Mike Enoch, and found they brought in just over $4,000, of which YouTube itself takes a cut. The company declined to say how much. I actually don't know how much it is because I've never, like I say, I'm not monetized for it. Once you go black, you'll never get your society back. Fact, wrote a commentator who paid $5 for a super chat. Again, that comment is not a nice comment to make, but it's not hate speech. You know, that wouldn't even be classed as hate speech in the UK. Wouldn't be a nice thing to say. Our laws are far stricter than the US. It's took me a good few months to actually get my head around the freedom of speech laws in the US, and I absolutely 100% agree with them. I think the UK should have the same laws as the US when it comes to freedom of speech. Another spent 20 Danish kroner to say this lying bagel needs his mouth stuffed. Hashtag gas cakes. Well, again, I wouldn't. It's borderline, I suppose. It's not nice. Hashtag gas cakes. Not nice. But is it hate speech? And someone going to it by the screen name National Socialist spent $100 for the super chat. White pride, blah, blah, blah. I've already said that. That's in the byline to the article. In response to a list of live streams featuring white nationalists compiled by BuzzFeed News, YouTube said some of the super chat comments fit into its definition of hate speech, and that it would revisit its policies on super chat eligibility and enforcement. Hateful content that promotes violence is no place on YouTube. We carefully reviewed the live streams that were provided by BuzzFeed and found that the content does not meet our threshold for hate speech. However, we found that the comments shared in the super chat do, said a statement from a YouTube spokesperson. They added that super chat is a relatively new feature. It's a small but growing source of revenue for some creators, and we are re-examining our policies. I've already gone over that in the Hill article. The use of super chats to spread and monetize racism and hate speech is the latest content moderation and product headache for YouTube. The internet's biggest video platform is also drawn fire from hosting videos that exploit children, spread extremism, feature bestiality, and spread conspiracy theories. When I clicked that link down there that said spread conspiracy theories, I half expected it to go through to the CNN article that threw Jimmy Dore in with a load of bloody paedophiles and Nazis in its article. But it didn't. It went through to another, and I read it. And one of the conspiracy theories that they say was a conspiracy theory in that link was Operation Mockingbird. That's not a conspiracy theory. That is actually a real operation that the CIA admitted to. But that's the level of the shit that we're facing as independent media. Now, I've only been starting, 3 months, like I say, I've been doing it, just over that. And I'm trying to build something here and build it so I can be full-time. I know I'm never going to be rich doing this, but I feel as if I'm actually doing something not only that I'm relatively good at, but I really care about, I'm passionate about, and I feel as if I'm actually making a difference. They don't say anything about that in these articles. They just go after the 0.0001%, probably even less than that, of hate speech on their channels. Knowing that when YouTube roll out a new algorithm on who gets to do live streams and super chats, who gets super chat money, when they roll out this, independent media like me and like other channels out there are going to be hit. We're going to be swept up in the wave. We've got to fight back against this. We have support independent media. because this is the I can guarantee you this is going to be taken up by every single mainstream news outlet out there. Like I say, this is published today. So in the next 24, 48 hours, you can guarantee that they're all going to start running with this and build it up to some massive thing in an attempt to drive us out of business and to stop us doing what we're doing. And if they're going after the super chats, again, they're going after the money. They went after the adpocalypse. Through adpocalypse, they went after the advertising money. Now they've gone after the super chats. You know what's coming next. I give it 6 months before a major publisher comes out with an expose on how Patreon are giving money to these white nationalists. Probably already been done, but I expect that within the next 6 months there's going to be a massive onslaught against Patreon. You can almost guarantee it. Fight back against it. Please share my work as widely as you possibly can and other independent media like me. Because all we're trying to do is give you the truth that the mainstream and corporate media are paid not to. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and please click the bell down there so you get a notification of when I drop further videos. Otherwise, YouTube will hide the video from you. Yes, they have admitted that they do that. Also, we're facing an absolute onslaught in independent media from the establishment at the moment, including YouTube. I don't make any money from YouTube whatsoever. I rely totally on the audience for me to continue doing this. So if you can afford to send me $2, $3, $5, whatever it is that you can afford through Patreon, again, the link is down there, I will be eternally grateful, and it'll allow me to keep giving you the truth and cut through the propaganda and the BS that we get from the corporate and establishment media. If you can't afford to do it, please share the video as wide as you can. Talk to your friends and family about the issues that I and other channels on YouTube who are independent raise. Thanks very much for your support. We have to fight back against this. Till next time, peace and take care.